Hi, today I'm doing a special reading. A friend of mine requested it regarding Nancy Guthrie. As you know, that's the mother of Savannah Guthrie, the Today Show host. And I'm using the True Crime deck, which is a wonderful oracle deck. Let me show you what it looks like. Sorry if I can't move as quickly as I normally do, but I did slightly, just a tad, injure my hand. So I can't ruffle shuffle. I can't do the things I normally do. I am shuffling, however. Let's see what comes up for this. I have friends who refuse to read on this, not because they feel it's immoral or anything like that. It's just that they don't want to get into the darkness of this case. I've always been interested in true crime. So let's see if the cards have anything to say for us. So in this case, the oracle. Okay. So the basis of what's going on with Nancy Guthrie, and will they find her? Is she still with us? What actually happened? And can we figure out a way to solve this case? Okay, it was not a suicide. We know that. So let's get another base card. I keep getting this card in relationship to Nancy. I have a dream, or had a dream, about a week ago that she is somewhere where she would have a view of these kind of windmill type power lines. And I've never been to Tucson. I live on the West Coast. I've never been there. But I don't, just looking at a map, there doesn't seem to be a wind farm anywhere in Tucson. But maybe if they looked in the surrounding areas, the surrounding counties of Tucson, maybe there might be some sort of hideout there or something. The next card is runaway. So somebody's trying to make to run on this. I would if I was a murderer or if I was a kidnapper. Water. That's interesting. Let's see what else we got. Man-made disaster. Well, it's definitely a disaster. Is it man-made? Yeah. It says she was alive in the past. And this is about money. She may still be alive. They took her as a form of life insurance. What does that mean? Were they some sort of organized crime group? Was this perpetrator wanted for something and saw Nancy walking around and said, oh yeah, I'll just take her, and she lives in a rich neighborhood. Maybe I'll get some money for her. That could be the basis for it. On the outside, people think it's a homicide. This may not be what actually happened. This is the hopes and fears section. But that's what it appears on the outside. Actually, it's about mind control. So this is some sort of message to somebody involved with this case. Now, is it mind control of the sheriff, mind control of the rich people in Tucson, mind control of Savannah Guthrie and her brother and sister? It could be a mistaken identity, but the person who did this, who took her, it's all about them controlling the situation, whatever that may be about. And then the outcome is surveillance. That's weird. Maybe it'll come up on the surveillance cameras. I know they found, I was watching Bed Crime Stories, which is a true crime channel on YouTube. And apparently, the sheriff's department has some photos that they're keeping very close to the investigation, away from everyone else. And it has to do with stills from the cameras. Apparently, they were Nest cameras, so that's a Google app. So I guess even though they disconnected all the cameras, and she hadn't paid her bill, apparently, she, I guess it does leave some sort of record of what could have tripped up this system, because I think it turns on and off automatically. I've never had a Nest system. I did have a doorbell camera, but it wasn't a Nest, so I'm not exactly sure how they work. It sounds like she's being held hostage still. Let's get some more clarification on this. Man, it's hard to shuffle when you injure your hand. Okay, let's see. Let's get some more cards in here. She was definitely drugged. It was a crime of passion. Was Nancy seeing somebody, or did somebody have a crush on Nancy and we don't know it? Intuition. Either she knew something was off or somebody in her family knew, and they had a feeling something bad was about to happen. Outer space, probably the person was crazy. Natural disaster, no. It's a man-made disaster. And one last card. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so the two clues we get from this that have to do with place are power supply and wooded area. I don't know if there are woods in Tucson or anywhere in southeastern Arizona. I do know there are woods up north near Flagstaff. Would they have driven her as far as Flagstaff? Because I've been through Highway 40 at tons of time. I can't stand anything south of Sedona. It's too hot for me. But there are a lot of areas in northern Arizona that have wooded areas and those wind turbines. Maybe it's the FBI and the sheriff's department should look around there. Or maybe that's where the person met Nancy, or maybe that's where they're holding her. So please, please look into those areas for her. This is what I'm getting out of all this. And follow the surveillance. Just because this person is really into controlling people. And whoever the control was at, whether it was Savannah's brothers and sisters, Savannah, or it was Nancy herself, this has to do with surveillance and mind control. So that's all I've gotten on this today. Maybe I'll come back in a couple of weeks and do another reading on this. Hopefully she'll be found safe and sound. She definitely did not commit suicide. It'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe. I will try and do more true crime readings in the future, and thank you. And please share if you want. Bye-bye.